Equivalent fractions. Equivalent fractions are different fractions that have the same value. So how we create equivalent fractions is by multiplying the numerator, the top number, and the denominator by the same value. So let's go over this with an example. And we can also visualize it here. So a motor is rated at 1/3 horsepower. Identify an equivalent fraction to 1/3. So we can see that both bars are the same length. The first one is broken into 3 different segments. The second one is broken into 9 separate segments. So if you have a motor that is rated at 1/3, we could just say it is 1/3 of this bar. If you were to visualize a whole. And then what would be an equivalent fraction to that would be you'd have to have the same amount of space like the top one that is also colored out to show that they represent the same. So the first one is just 1 out of 3. Now the next one is 3, and there's 9 different segments, so it's out of 9. So all we did here was then, mathematically, is we took 1/3 and we multiplied it by 3/3. So 1 times 3 is 3, 3 times 3 is 9. So that's how we got this 3/3 here, is we just multiplied both the top and bottom by 3. So that is a way to find an equivalent fraction to 1/3. Now, we just did the visualization just to show you that they actually mean the same as they have the same value. Now, let's look at another example. Example 2. A coil in a circuit has 8/9 amp flowing through it. Identify an equivalent fraction to 8/9. So we have 8/9, and we're just going to go ahead and multiply it by 2/2. So we go ahead and multiply the top together, and then we're going to multiply the bottom together. So we get 8 times 2 is 16. 9 times 2 is 18. Now we didn't reduce because then we'd get back to 8/9, which is the whole point. So we get 16/18, which is an equivalent fraction to 8/9. Now let's do another example. Example 3. A coil in a circuit has 3/4 amp flowing through it. Identify an equivalent fraction to 3/4. So we have 3/4. We can go ahead and multiply it by 2/2. 3 times 2 is 6. 4 times 2 is 8. But we could have also chosen a different number, like 4/4. 3 times 4 is 12. 4 times 4 is 16. So either would be the correct answer. You could either say 6/8 or 12/16, as they are both equivalent fractions. So